Okay, so I sprayed it, and there's a little vein here, but I felt underneath, and it's not. It's like a sewing thing. The other side has one too, but it'll have to do. All right. Oh, man, I got sticky fingers. Okay, so I did that side, and that came out a little bit better. And now I'm going to throw the carpet inside. Man, it's warm in here. I got to open the other window. So I got the insulation cut, and I was going to put another layer on the other side. I don't know if I will. The other one has already insulation from a home. I already cut it. It's sitting right there. Maybe I'll do it, because what am I going to do with that material? I got another piece that I can put here on the floor, and I got another piece for the front. So we go there, and then I got to take the overhead liner there the glue didn't hold. I got this new glue. I got it at Home Depot, Loctite Professional Performance Heavyweight Bonding. So I used this on the boat, and man, it worked pretty well when I put that carpet up against the walls. Okay, so this is done, and then the carpet's going to overlap on top of on the sides, and then I want to start installing the roll bars. Yeah. Oh, all right. On the next one. Okay, so I did this side. I decided to put more insulation. Since I have leftover insulation, I put more insulation on top of the existing one. And then when the panel comes in, it's going to be nice and snug. So, and I sprayed some glue in there and got it tucked in. And the other side, it's a little flatter because it's only one. I don't know if I should do a second. I'll see. So the next step is to throw the carpet. Let me see. The next step is to throw the carpet on the. So far so good. I did the panel. Well, I should go outside and show that. Let me see. Okay, so I put down I reglued the overhead liner. It was just hanging, and I reglued it. The panel is pretty much toasting at the end, so I managed to fix it and put the material back on. And I put these old magazines that I had in the garage, and yesterday I was cleaning up my office, and I found this old engineering report that I want to go through it first. And this is old. This is not going to be needed anywhere. So it's just a lot of the usual stuff that I used to do. All the engineering stuff. And I want to look at it and then throw it away, get rid of it. So that's enough for today. The sun is coming down, and let me get this thing included.
Reading about what he's done already, because it hasn't been covered much. It's not mostly.
Okay, I've been listening to the radio, so let me sit down. I already smoked my cigar, a little tiny cigar. So the president came on saying that the ruble, the Russian currency is worth a penny against the dollar. And then before he said that, I saw a video on YouTube that Putin signed a law, or just said that he told the banks, the Russian banks, we're going to pay our debts with rubles. So now the ruble is worth a penny, and they're going to pay it back with rubles. I'm not a financial genius. I don't know exactly how that's going to work out. So for every ruble, it's going to be a penny, and he owns millions. And well, I don't know how much does he owe, but all the countries owe money to somebody, you know, either another country or like we owe money to China. But anyways, it's a back and forth thing, and they trying to block them from doing this and that. And the point is that this guy does not care. The only thing he understands is brute force. Military has to go in there and just kick him out. I mean, they already attacked Ukraine. They're open about it. They're attacking the people of Ukraine, not the military per se. They're attacking everybody, killing civilians, you know, kids and women, old ladies. That's disgusting. That's pitiful. And that's criminal. So now the president, oh no, we're going to be doing this and we're going to be doing that. You know what you got to do is just send the Seventh Fleet over there with a couple of aircraft carriers and start flying from the Mediterranean. And I'm not saying attack Russia, but go into Ukraine and kick them out. Destroy the military that's there, that army, and tell them to walk, get off the tanks, and walk back. Like what happens with the Germans when they ran out of fuel. They had to go back to Germany. And they need another Patton. And remember in the movie Patton said, why don't we go ahead and get rid of these people because we're going to have to, in the future, we're going to have to do it anyways. And immediately the liberal, oh no, you can't say that. You know, he said he had the army there to do it with, and he would have done it too. Because he knew the mentality of these people, and then they're not going to change because they lost the communist bloc, and they're not a communist country. The Putin is old school. He still thinks like a communist, and he's a tyrant. So he's not going to worry about the financial situation. He's got billions, and so his friends. The people that are going to suffer are going to be the Russian people. They had nothing to do with it. So they need to go into Ukraine with our military, our equipment, and our guys, because they're the best. And just within 1 or 2 weeks of operation, they're going to wipe them out. Simple as that. You know, tell them you got a chance to walk out. I got to get this glue out of my hands. You got a chance to walk out, or we're going to destroy you. That's what they're going to say. That's what they have to say. And never mind this embargo, and we're not going to buy oil, and then, you know, what they're going to do is now they're talking about buying oil from Venezuela. Well, guess what? Russia controls Venezuela. You're not solving anything. Russia controls Venezuela, and China is going to buy oil from Russia and sell it back to us out of profit, and we're still going to be getting Russian oil. You know, these people are very conniving. They're very evil, and they're weasels. They know how to get around a situation. The only way to get the Russians out of Ukraine is to kick them out militarily. Period. No if, ands, or buts. I mean, none of this negotiation, and we're going to be not buying this, and we're going to hurt you this way or that way. That's all bull. I mean, that's what happened with the Japanese. President Roosevelt stopped selling them oil because Japan doesn't have any. They don't have no oil, and a lot of the minerals were imported in. And Japan said, "Okay, no problem. We're going to attack Southeast Asia and get what we need, and that's what they did. So the only way you're gonna kick them out is like what happened with the Japanese. They had to kick them out militarily, defeat them, because they're gonna find the sources from some other place. The That's the issue. They need to go in, and when they see that the militaries are rolling in, if they want to be alive, they're gonna start rolling out. But to teach them a lesson, I would tell them, drop your weapons, leave your equipment, your tanks and your support vehicles, everything you got there, and walk out. That's what need to be done, and we need a president with the balls to do it, not this sickly old man that every time he opens his mouth, it's a joke. Uh, Same thing with that Psaki or whatever her name is. They say, why don't you open up the oil, resume the oil pipe? He said, well, the oil pipe is not a field of oil; it's just a pipe. They go, yeah, stupid, but the pipe, it's gonna bring the oil from Canada. I mean, the mentality of these people, it's I mean, do I need to go get my hat surrounded by idiots? I mean, it's idiotic every time they open their mouths. So I saw this guy on TV, and he says that when they were complaining about the prices of fuel going up, one of the people handling President Biden, I guess they're gonna have to start buying electric cars, and that's what they want. They want to keep this miserable condition going, so you go buy electric cars, thinking that that's gonna solve the problem with everything else. Oh, you buy electric cars, we're saving the planet. Here we go again with the same idiotic shit. Isn't anybody asking how we're going to charge all these vehicles they want people to have, all these electric vehicles? Don't they understand that they're going to be putting out more pollution because of the plants are producing the electricity? The electricity is made with the 20% hydro. Those are the dams. 80% coal and oil. And I think it's 5%. There's a 5% in there that's gas, I believe. So, but I think hydro was 20, maybe 15, and then 5. The thing is that they think that electric cars is the dream of the future. These people just don't reason. They don't sit down and do the numbers. Where's this going to come from? Where's that going to come from? How are we going to do this with that? What are we going to be using? There's always a equal and opposite reaction to whatever you do. Nothing is magical. Nothing is abracadabra. You're going to be using more electricity. You're going to be burning more oil. Period. There's not enough solar panels in the country to produce electricity for just the cars. When let's say everybody gets an electric car, God forbid, there's not enough panels for that, so they won't admit it. Oh no, then we have the wind. Oh, the wind. I'm so tired of this shit, man. I wish there was another country I can leave and just leave these idiots behind. But the whole world's like this now. I mean, they're fucking idiots. So I think Germany is coming around. I heard now that they might want to go nuclear, which is another option to produce energy. And look what happened look what in Ukraine has the biggest nuclear plant in the whole of Europe, and also they have an additional, I think it was 14 total, or plus 14, the big one plus 14. So they were producing electricity. You never heard a problem with them, that there was a leak or there's nothing. The technology is there. If you take care of it and you manage it well, it will produce electricity with no danger. But these people, they're just ostriches. They get their heads in the sand, and they don't want to hear anything else. They want their agenda. This is the way it should be, and this is the way it should be, and the world is, you know, the catastrophe is coming. There's a catastrophe coming, and it's not from global warming or oil or nothing like that. I'm not gonna say it, but it's coming, and I mean coming. It's coming. And that's what worrying me. But anyways, going back to the topic of the idiots in government, we need to get these people out of power because this country is going to shit. This country is going to hell. I mean, one step forward, three steps backwards. That's not a dance. That's a decline. You know, you cannot obliterate all the advances that Trump made, that everything was going so well with Trump, and then this idiot, the minute he got into the White House, he started signing everything against it and just scratching everything he did that was going good, scratching it out. You know, no oil, no drilling, no gases, nothing. Let's buy oil from Russia. Good idea. Yeah. I mean, we were energy independent, and now we're buying from the enemy. We're gonna have to have it out with Russia sooner or later. And then this idiot that's in power there, he's wacko tackle. That guy's gonna start pushing buttons and start shooting nuclear. Not the intercontinental ballistic missiles. I'm talking about they have small weapons. I believe they go. It's a radius of 40 miles. That it's a bomb. It's a nuclear bomb that hits a radius of 40 miles. The continental ballistic missiles, they have a radius of 200 and I think it was 250. So let's say they drop one in LA, it's going to reach almost to Vegas, right there on the border. And then if they drop one in Vegas, it's going to reach down here, and they're going to be overlapping. Those are the end of the world weapons. If they start shooting those things, that's it, we're done. There's no hole in the ground you can hide against those things. But this guy has the hypersonic rockets, that which we don't have. China has them too, and he has small nuclear bombs, and that's what he's doing. He's intimidating the Europe with those bombs. So it means it's not going to blow up the whole continent, but he's going to take it a piece at a time if he wants to. 40 miles, 40 miles, 40 miles. And we got nothing for that. Let's see what's going to happen in the future. That's all I got to say. I'm kind of stressed on this shit. So I'm going to start putting this stuff away and close it up because it's getting nippy also. And sorry for the mess. I've been getting, I'm all dirty and stuff. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next one. See you tomorrow. Maybe.